So first game of today's episode is an away game for Manchester City, away to Craven Cottage to face Fulham. Now they are a sort of mid-table side this season in this save, and we of course are going for that Premier League title, which feels like it's a way off us at the moment, but that doesn't mean we're going to give it our best to try and chase down Tottenham Hotspur, who currently sit top of the Premier League table. Here's Rodri. Olise, Michael Olise in towards Alvarez, back wide to Olise, a little bit too wide for the Frenchman. Olise, great feet by Olise. Olise, big save from Leno again. Brilliant football, brilliant play, great feet from Olise, but just couldn't find the back of the net. Bernd Leno keeps it out. That's a great touch by Olise to take it around the Fulham player. De Bruyne, Olise. He's been so impactful at the moment, Olise, and here is Michael Olise with a strike. Manchester City take the lead. But he's been absolutely brilliant, Olise. He really has done. In every position he's played, every game recently, he's been so good, whether it's drifted inside, whether it's staying far wide, right on that right-hand side. Pep Guardiola has used him in different ways, but Olise stepping up at every opportunity now. Great play by him. Cuts inside Michael Olise and smashes that one in the bottom corner past Bernd Leno. Manchester City take the lead. And that is, I think, the first goal of what could be many today. I think if we can find our way through these a few times, I mean, from the edge of the box, that's a fantastic strike by Olise. I think we can get quite a few goals today. But congratulations to Olise, who's really worked on his form. Oh, giving away to Alvarez here. And in towards Haaland, and in behind to Alvarez, and it's Julian. And Julian Alvarez slips, but he still sneaks it past the German Bernd Leno. Manchester City double lead and make it 2. Really good finish from Julian Alvarez there, sliding in to get on the end of that one. And he gets it past Bernd Leno, turns it past him brilliantly. Nice ball through as well by Manchester City. Really good goal. It's Haaland who slides it through to Alvarez. Gets across the defender. I think it's Calvin Bassey. And he manages to work it into that bottom corner to give Manchester City a 2-0 lead. I said I thought goals were coming today. Sort of sense it sometimes, can't you? And I can sense it with this one. Good goal by Alvarez. Sliding in just to get it towards that bottom corner with enough power past Bernd Leno. And City double the lead now. De Bruyne clips one in. Great ball. Alvarez down. Erling Haaland's there. What a save by Leno. Alvarez. Julian through towards Phil Foden. Look at the space here for Jack Grealish. Is it? It's Kovacic. Mateo Kovacic makes it 3-0. Brilliant finish by Kovacic. Great run from the midfield. Bursting forward. Alvarez into Foden. Pulls this defence apart, this Fulham defence. And it's a great finish by Mateo Kovacic to make it 3-0 to Manchester City. Really good play. Good football. And a nice finish by Kovacic when he gets through on goal here. Composed. Place it in the back of the net. Really good finish. Oh, Vardiol. Great play from Joshko Vardiol. Kovacic. Paquetá. Lucas Paquetá here is driving City forward again. Late on Paquetá. Paquetá is standing off him. Paquetá! 4-0 Manchester City. Well, you cannot stand off a man like Lucas Paquetá with his quality. The Fulham defence is so worried about the runs of Erling Haaland and where he is. They weren't exactly sure what to do. And they left Paquetá in space and they left Paquetá free. And Lucas Paquetá puts it in the back of the net. Look at this from Fulham. They're worried about, firstly, the run for Alvarez who pulls them wide. Then it's Haaland. What do you do with him? By which time, Paquetá's got too much space. And it's a great finish in the bottom corner. 4-0 Manchester City at Craven Cottage. Quite a few 4-goal leads at the end of this season, really. 4-0 wins, done fantastically there. And Lucas Paquetá gives Manchester City the lead for 4. Foden forward here. Right to Paquetá. That is full time. Fulham 0, Manchester City 4. A big win at Craven Cottage for Manchester City, who by far the better side in this Fulham team, who just didn't even show up, didn't even have a shot on target, I don't think, or on goal. Well, back to winning ways at the start of today's episode. A 4-0 win for Newcastle there. Spurs win by 3-0. They seem undefeatable, Spurs. Arsenal have lost 3-0 to Aston Villa. So Spurs still top, Villa still third, us still second, Liverpool still fourth. We'll switch from the Premier League action now into the FA Cup action. Manchester City in the FA Cup quarter-final against West Ham United, who are having a really good season. West Ham, even without Lucas Paquetá, they've invested heavily in the side without Paquetá. Some big players in this Manchester City side, captained by Nathan Ake today. Leading the line is Julian Alvarez. We've got Stefan Ortega starting in goal. But it's going to be a difficult game for Manchester City 1, which I hope we come out on top of in the end. João Neves, a really bad back heel through there. Souček to Ward-Prowse. West Ham look to pounce quickly on a bad mistake. Mohamed Kudus through here. Chance for James Ward-Prowse. What a start for West Ham here away from home at the Etihad Stadium in this FA Cup tie. Quarter-finals, Manchester City. It's a really bad start. Really frustrating for from a City point of view. Poor defending. Really poor defending. City play poorly defensively. They work it well. And they catch us out. And it's a good finish from James Ward-Prowse. Nothing Stefan Ortega can do about that one. Once Ake and Akanji out position, Mohamed Kudus plays it in. And he finds that space in behind Ward-Prowse after a João Neves dispossession in midfield. And City are punished for their first mistake of the game. Mateus Ninja behind to Grealish. Grealish, great play from Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish for Manchester City. It's off the post. And cleared off the line by West Ham United. Jack Grealish for Manchester City. Look at that run from Alvarez here. Alvarez is through. Julian Alvarez for Manchester City. Off the post and in. It looked momentarily there like it wasn't going to find the back of the net, but it does Julian Alvarez strike. Pokes it through into the back of the net. Manchester City are level here in the FA Cup. And one of these sides will be going to Wembley in the semi-final. Quarter-final stage, City lead. City should lead. West Ham's early goal from Ward-Prowse. We cancel it out through a goal from Alvarez. Nice ball by Grealish here. Alvarez as well. It's a really clever finish. Disguises it. The way he pokes it with the outside of the left boot into that bottom corner off the post as well makes it so difficult for Fabianski. Never saving that one. Here's the goalkeeper. Here's Rico Lewis. In towards Alvarez. Lays one off here. Chance for Paquetá. Big save by Fabianski. Away by City, Rico Lewis. Saw a big challenge by Kurt Zouma. Poor touch from Miguel Gutierrez. It falls fortunately for West Ham. It's Mohamed Kudus. And West Ham United lead at the Etihad once again by 2-1. Big goal from Mohamed Kudus that could be sending West Ham United to a FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. It was way too easy. Way too easy. Rico Lewis driving forward, trying to get City on the counter. Makes a mistake. Takes a poor touch. Big tackle by Kurt Zouma on sort of the halfway line, just over it. It bobbles off the foot of Miguel Gutierrez, who can't control it. First time ball through to Kudus by Bowen. And they punish Manchester City here. Punishes rightfully so with poor play. Rico Lewis and Miguel Gutierrez at fault. I mean, that touch by Gutierrez is really poor. He's really poor. Mohamed Kudus goes through. He's not missing this one against Ortega. And Manchester City are behind in the FA Cup 2-1. It's Rico Lewis. Elise's on into Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob with a chance here. Oscar Bob! Left-hander Fabianski makes the save. It's a very good save in the end. Done really well there. Bob goes through. And it's just the hand of Fabianski, I think. Sticks it out. Just gets it away. City pushing. But it's leaving gaps at the back. And here's James Ward-Prowse. Bowen. Over top to Gerard Bowen here. He's in ahead of Ortega. That's 3-1 West Ham. Manchester City are going out in the FA Cup. I think that is clear to see now. 88th minute goal from Gerard Bowen makes it 3-1 West Ham at the Etihad. And City and Pep Guardiola's side are going to be knocked out at the quarter-final stage here at the Emirates FA Cup. Really good goal. Great finish by Gerard Bowen. City have been really poor at times. Caused their own problems. That early goal was a really bad mistake from João Neves in midfield. And Manchester City have been beaten on their own turf. Paquetá through to Nathan Ake. That is full time. City are out the FA Cup at the quarter-final stage. West Ham United are going to Wembley to semi-final with a 3-1 defeat. A massive win that is away at the Etihad Stadium. So back into the Premier League action after that very much a disappointing result here at the Etihad against West Ham United. Into a massive and our biggest Premier League game of the season. League leaders Tottenham Hotspur come to the Etihad. They beat us and beat us easily, battered us at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We have to make sure we perform better today, and we have to make sure we get the 3 points if we're going to be in any title race come the end of the season. This is match day 27 in the Premier League. Here's Michael Olise through to Kevin De Bruyne. Early start for City here. De Bruyne in. Chance for City. Good save by Vicario. Early chance for City here at the Etihad. Good play by Olise on his right hand side. Feeds Kevin De Bruyne. And it's Kyle Walker, former Spurs man, in there from fullback with a header. Good save by Vicario. Kulusevski on that far right hand side. Good play by Conor Gallagher here. Gallagher working his way through Son. Kulusevski in space. Kulusevski! What a strike. Well, Spurs have got the best defensive record in the Premier League this season, but they're also very, very good going forward. And you've just seen it there from Dejan Kulusevski. The first chance of the game for Spurs, where Manchester City have dominated this one, have pushed, have had chances. Really, really good goal. Really good goal from Dejan Kulusevski. He's found in space, and you think even in that situation, he's not going to cause a problem for Manchester City, really. I thought things would be okay, but no. Then Kulusevski gets onto his left foot, and it's an absolutely thunderous strike, it is. Ederson, maybe we can complain about his position, I don't know. Son turns into Kulusevski. Oh, Ederson's going the wrong way. And it's a really good finish. It is a really, really good finish from Kulusevski. The league leader Spurs lead the Etihad by 1-0. That's a fantastic... I don't know what Ederson's doing. It's a fantastic finish from Kulusevski, who celebrates with his Spurs teammates and the league leaders. Headed forward by Diaz, De Bruyne. City got a bit of space in the counter now. Haaland bursts away. Haaland taken down. Romero away only as far as the City man. Haaland on the turn. Erling Haaland. What a strike by City's Norwegian Erling Haaland. That's a brilliant finish. Absolutely brilliant finish from Haaland on the turn. Hits it with power. Takes a lot to beat a top goalkeeper like Vicario, who has been the standout player in the Premier League this season. Goalkeeper wise, good turn by Haaland here. What a strike that is. Beats Vicario. Manchester City level. And in a big title race game, that is an absolutely crucial goal in the title race. Good spin by Haaland. What a finish. City play along the back. That is half time. Manchester City 1, Tottenham Hotspur 1. All to play for in this top of table clash, first versus second, in the title race in the second 45 minutes. City pushing to try and get the winner. Trying to take the lead here. Jeremy Doku. Doku holds on to it. Josh Gvardiol. Good positioning. Leaves it for Rodri. Rodri, good touches. Wide to Olise. He's got De Bruyne making a run. He finds De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne back through Michael Olise. Against Sadoghi. Olise beats Sadoghi. Olise in there. Oh, it's into the back of the net. Is it an own goal? I'm not quite sure. Well, the camera's focusing on Vicario. Really good play by City. And they get away with it there, really. Michael Olise pulls it back. Tries to put it in the box towards Erling Haaland. Vicario just hits him with power. And it's off Vicario and into the back of the net. Manchester City in front against league leaders Tottenham Hotspur. Unfortunate for Vicario. Olise does so well there. Vicario, he's unlucky really, but he puts it in his own net there, the Italian. Haaland, De Bruyne. Look at that run from Jeremy Doku. Doku for City. Doku's in here. Doku bends one! Just past the post by Jeremy Doku. So close from Jeremy Doku there. Great play from City. Doku just bends it wide. Maddison. Oh, what a tackle by John Stones. And he looks to Erling Haaland, who's making a run here. And Haaland's through one-on-one. And Stones into Haaland. And he's away from Van de Ven. And he holds off Van de Ven. And Erling Haaland, great physicality. Into the bottom corner. 3-1 Manchester City at the Etihad. What a massive goal. 3-1. And that might just change the title race completely. It would put us within 2 points or 3 points of Tottenham Hotspur. And they know a single point drop to Manchester City could be ready to pounce. What a big win at the Etihad Stadium this might be. Really good play by John Stones. What a ball through as well to Erling Haaland. Gets the assist from centre-back. Haaland's there to finish it off. Brilliant play from Manchester City. Kulusevski. Can Spurs pull one back over top to Richarlison here? Richarlison's in. Richarlison with a strike. Oh, it's just wide Ederson's post. Manchester City get away with one there. That's a great strike from Richarlison. But he scuffed it slightly perhaps. And it's just past the post of Ederson. Ball forward by Manchester City. Full-time whistle goes A 3-1 win against Tottenham Hotspur. That's absolutely massive in the title race. And things just might be about to turn in our Premier League campaign and that race for the Premier League title. Well, that is certainly a statement win for Manchester City. A 3-1 win over Spurs. Newcastle beat Fulham, Chelsea beat Everton, Leicester drive Brentford, Brighton beat Wolves. I don't know if that statement win, though, on match day 27 is going to win this league title, because we still feel like we are way off. We've missed our opportunities time and time again, haven't we, to actually take over from Spurs, frustratingly. Aston Villa went and drew to Crystal Palace. That opens up the title race a little bit to just us and Spurs, and we are very much in touching distance of Spurs, but we've got to hope they drop points, and we've got to get perfect record now to the end of the season. So into more action now, and more Premier League action for Manchester City. A big game in the Premier League title race. We go away from home to third place Aston Villa at Villa Park. Unai Emery's side, who are led by Dusan Vlahovic up top, Ollie Watkins on the bench, Diaby on the right, Douglas Luiz in the midfield. It's a brilliant Villa side, and one that can cause us big problems today, considering they are in fantastic form in the Premier League this season. We've got to be on top level. De Bruyne, Haaland, right to Jeremy Doku. Doku for City, back through to Haaland. Nice first touch by Haaland here. Gets it out of his feet. Erling Haaland, save the near post by Martinez. Zaniolo forward. On the turn here. Big save from Ederson on the shot from Diaby. Was he offside, the Frenchman? I think maybe. Vlahovic was on the rebound. Really good chance. Turns, strikes, big save from Eddie. Crossing comes from Aston Villa. Swung in well. Away by John Stones. Doku leaves it. Zaniolo! Big save from Ederson. Well, he scored a big goal against us before, Nicola Zaniolo. Nearly did it again there. Ball comes in. Headed down. Out to Zaniolo. Brilliant strike. Big save from Ederson at top corner. It looked like it was going in. Ederson makes a massive save there. Or Villa take the lead. Here come Villa again here. Zaniolo. Villa are all over us before half-time. Skips past Grace. Zaniolo. Skips inside. Zaniolo still. Zaniolo! What a strike from Nicola Zaniolo. Well, he's looked dangerous from range today, the Italian. And he gets the goal that gives Aston Villa lead over Manchester City. Brilliant strike from Nicola Zaniolo. Manchester City caught out. And it has been all Aston Villa. I mean, it's not against the run of play at all, this goal. It's been all Aston Villa. They've attacked us time and time again. We've really struggled to try and close them down. Zaniolo skips past 3 or 4 challenges too easy. Rodri, usually physically so much better in the edge of the box. I think he's worried about fouling Zaniolo and giving away a free kick for someone like Douglas Luiz, who's a set-piece master. And Zaniolo skips past Bernardo Silva, then past Rodri in the midfield. And then dispatched his shot brilliantly into that bottom left-hand corner. Vardy on Stones, neither could block it either. That is disappointing for Manchester City. Second half underway for Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne. City looking to push in this second half. They need the goals, they need the points. De Bruyne through to Haaland here. Could be a great start to second half to Manchester City. What a start to second half. City come out the blocks absolutely firing, don't they, in this second half. Great play from Rodri. De Bruyne finds Frimpong. Back to De Bruyne. Space for Haaland, who's run off Tyrone Mings. And it's an easy finish really for the Norwegian. City pull one back 1-1. And what a better start to second half than that for Manchester City and Kevin De Bruyne and Erling Haaland. Really good finish. Really good finish. It's Frimpong on the overlap. Jeremy Frimpong back to Michael Olise. Great play from Olise. Michael Olise into Haaland again. Erling Haaland once again. City turn this game around. This very tough tie away at Villa Park. Within minutes. Brilliant from Manchester City. Michael Olise and Frimpong combined down this far right hand side. Olise skips past the challenges. Ball into Haaland, brilliant. Great first touch, gets it out of his feet. And the second one on his weaker right foot. Puts it in the back of the net. Manchester City lead by 2-1 after having a really diabolical first half performance-wise. Followed by Villa, defended back well by City. Haaland picks it up. Haaland behind to Jeremy Doku. Doku around the defender. Doku! 3-1 Manchester City. What a turnaround in this one. Well, after those first 45 minutes, everyone thought Aston Villa were coming away with 3 points today. Dominated Manchester City, had all the chances, but only got 1 goal, and that is the important thing, that only 1 goal for Villa meant Manchester City had a chance to get back into this one. Second half, we've come out firing. And it's 3-1 now, and it's Jeremy Doku. So many goals scored by the Belgian this season. So good. What a ball through by Erling Haaland with the outside of the left foot through the legs of Matty Cash onto Jeremy Doku, who puts it in the near post past Emi Martinez. And that is full time. A big win in the title race. Manchester City stay closer to Spurs and get their way away from Aston Villa, who are in third place. Manchester City 3, Villa 1. What a second 45 minutes that Manchester City showed there. Well, that was another game where Manchester City absolutely smashed it. Tottenham Hotspur have dropped points. A 2-2 draw with Newcastle United. Okay, this title race is heating up on match day 28. Arsenal lose to Manchester United. Liverpool lose to West Ham United. Okay, that's them out of it as well. With 2 points off league leaders Tottenham Hotspur, as we are going to chase them down now in the last 10 Premier League games this season. How exciting could this final title race be if we get things right? Well, final game of today's episode, guys, and what a game this is. It's Champions League, round of 16 action, second leg. Manchester City take on Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois, who's been injured, is back in there for Madrid. It was Lunin who played against us in the first leg, and to be fair to Lunin, he was absolutely brilliant in that first leg against us. This is a massive tie in the Champions League. One where Manchester City a few years ago destroyed them in the Champions League in the quarter-final stage, in the semi-final stage actually. This time it's the round of 16. It's a big side to draw so early on. So far it is level on aggregate 1-1. Can City find the win at the Etihad over the La Liga giants? Here is Jack Grealish for Manchester City. City come for more control and Jeremy Doku on this left-hand side today. Grealish. John Stones in the edge of the box. Kevin De Bruyne. Back out to Rodri. This is going to be a big one for City today. Got to perform well. Stones, little flick into De Bruyne. Modric, it deflects to Kevin De Bruyne. That's lucky for City. De Bruyne to the far post. Erling Haaland is there for Manchester City. It's an early lead for City in the Champions League. 1-0 at the Etihad over Real Madrid. 2-1 in aggregate. What a ball by De Bruyne to the far post here, but it's Luka Modric with a mistake. 40 years of age now. Hits the legs of, I think it's Alphonso Davies, signed from Bayern Munich. Tries to pass it back to the keeper. Deflects. De Bruyne pounces. What a ball to the far post. And there is Erling Haaland waiting for the opportunity. Him against Mbappe today. Haaland strikes first. Over the top here by Real Madrid. Mbappe down. Bellingham. Rodrigo. Overlapping run here into Mbappe with a chance. What a save by Ederson. And City just get it away. Great defending as well by Diaz. Oh, bad mistake by Kyle Walker. City could get punished here for that one. Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. into the box. Kylian Mbappe with a header. And City are punished at the 30-minute mark. It's City 1, Real Madrid 1. 2-2 in aggregate. And it's all level once again between Mbappe and Haaland. Both scored today. 1-1 between those two. The two best players in world football, you'd say, at the moment. Kyle Walker with a crucial mistake here. The same as Real Madrid. Both goals have come from the opposition pouncing on a mistake. Walker gives it away. Vinicius Jr. pounces. What a ball into the box. And Kylian Mbappe is waiting for a free header. And a brilliant goal from the Frenchman. Manchester City. So frustrating when you give away a goal like that. 1-1 here. And City have got it all to do now. That's a big mistake by Walker. Grealish. Haaland. Haaland still. Haaland running to the byline here. Erling Haaland. Great physicality from Erling. Back to Bernardo Silva. On towards Rodri. Stones. Michael Elise out to the right hand side. Stones out to Elise. Can he beat Alphonso Davies? Elise. Nice feet. Elise with a cross in here. Perfectly weighted for Erling Haaland. City, 5 minutes later, are back in front again in the Champions League. 2-1 Manchester City. Erling Haaland with his second of the game. What a ball in by Michael Elise. Well, Alphonso Davies gives the Frenchman way too much space there. The former Crystal Palace man who's gone from fighting relegation battles in the Champions League to playing in the knockout stages of in the Premier League, to playing in the knockout stage of the Champions League. What a ball into Haaland. It's on a plate for him. It's Danny Carvajal who's across, who physically is never going to outdo Erling Haaland in the air. Great swing in by Elise. And a thumping header past Courtois by Erling Haaland. Elise won't get in that one. Half time, Manchester City 2. Real Madrid 1. 2 goals to Haaland, 1 for Mbappe. Will Manchester City go through in this competition? Very early stages for two giants to face off against each other. The second half underway. Madrid have been more dominating in terms of possession. Here's Toni Kroos, what a ball through here. Rodrigo into Kylian Mbappe. Big chance for Mbappe, but he's headed. He's over the crossbar of Ederson. Grealish taken down by Carvajal. Referee says fair challenge. Kroos finds Rodrigo. He finds Mbappe, who can't find the back of the net. Grealish into Bernardo Silva. Poor ball by Bernardo. Kroos gets a foot on it. Madrid can counter here. Here's Vinicius Jr. into Eder Militao. It is instead. Eder Militao, the centre-back, has come forward here. He stayed forward from a corner. And they pounce on a mistake by City at the back. It's Bernardo Silva, the midfielder, I have to say, has made a few of those mistakes this season. And that's just one of a few for Bernardo. Big mistake at in the midfield. Gives it away. In those areas, we've given the ball away time and time again this season. Bernardo Silva has been one of the regular mistake makers in that sort of situation. Giving the ball away so cheaply. Ball through to Eder Militao. Little 1-2 with Kroos. Diaz can't intercept it. Great finish from a centre-back. Up there. In a good position. He thumps that one. He hammers it. He makes no mistake. And now it is 3-3 in aggregate. All level again between these two big sides going head-to-head in the Champions League. Here's Rodri. Can City find a swift reply? Grealish. Bernardo back to Grealish. Got runners. Grealish through to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva nicks it off the foot there into Haaland. Mistake by Madrid. City score again. Well, again, within 5 minutes or so, City take the lead again. It's a hat-trick for Erling Haaland in the Champions League. But we have to say, Real Madrid and Manchester City, every goal has come from a cheap mistake. This time it's Toni Kroos, pounced upon by Bernardo Silva, made the mistake for the Madrid goal. And Erling Haaland, he cannot miss that for his hat-trick. At the near post, thumps it in, but Toni Kroos, what is he thinking? Bad touch, bad mistake. Manchester City pounce. City 3, Madrid 2 in the night, and we lead 4-3 in aggregate. Real Madrid pushing for another equaliser. Stones in there, battling to win it back. Into Haaland. Full-time whistle goes. We end the episode. 3-2 winners over Real Madrid. Manchester City are through to the round of 16. Finished the quarter-finals of the Champions League thanks to a hat-trick from Erling Haaland against Real Madrid. Massive game, massive goals, massive performance. Well, through in the Champions League to the knockout stages, the next knockout stages, the quarter-finals. Milan have gone through, Girona have gone through massively. Feyenoord have knocked Arsenal out, wow. Liverpool against Leipzig, Barcelona are through, Bilbao knockout Spurs doing so well in the Premier League. Thanks for watching, guys. Looking like an exciting series. We'll see you guys next time.